Leiyla Cepeda, age 17, lived at 625 Lincoln Avenue in Nunn, Colorado with her mother Ledesma and her sister. Nunn, Colorado is approximately 20 minutes south of the Wyoming border, and about an hour and a half north of Denver. Nunn has a population of a little more than 400 citizens. Leyla's father was never in her life. In the 7th grade, Leyla had some issues with self-harming. She received treatment, and things were improving. Later she was diagnosed with a thyroid condition and put on medication. This caused her weight to fluctuate. On June 7, Leyla went with her mom and sister to Estes Park to go on a walk and visit some stores. Leyla told her mother she didn't feel well, that she was having menstrual cramps. She previously had COVID-19, so her mother felt she was probably still weak from that ordeal. She complained with stomach cramps and back pain, but her mother kept encouraging her, telling her she's a champ and can do it. At one point she asked her daughter if she was pregnant and possibly in labor, but Leyla denied it, saying she was just sick. Leyla's mother took her daughters out for dinner before returning home, but Leyla refused to eat anything and continued to complain with stomach cramps. Eventually the family made it home. After arriving home, Leyla went straight to her room and surrounded herself with pillows and locked the door. Her mother checked on her a few times, and made her unlock the door. She questioned why she was on the floor with pillows. She told her mother that her back was hurting, and she read that the pillows and being on the floor would help. Leyla's mother and other family members turned in for the night, and never heard any noises, but later when a family friend, Joseph Segura, who was staying over, got up around 2:30 a.m. to go to the bathroom. He noticed a trail of blood leading to the bathroom, and what he believed was a small knee sticking out of the towel in the bathroom floor. He woke Leyla's mother and told her about the blood, and possibly seeing a baby. The family immediately called 911. When paramedics and authorities arrived, they found a deceased, full-term female infant on the bathroom floor. The infant appeared to have stab wounds to the torso and chest area. Near the infant's body was a pair of bloodied scissors. Cepeda was taken by ambulance to the hospital for treatment. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation was called in to investigate. A search warrant for the home was obtained. However, much of the crime scene was destroyed when Leyla's sister cleaned up nearly all of the blood and put the soiled towels in the washer prior to first responders arriving on the scene. When Cepeda was interviewed, she told authorities that she started having horrible cramps earlier in the day, but started having full-blown contractions around 1:30 a.m. She said she felt the baby's head crowning. When she knew the baby was about to come out, she got into the squat position. She said about 40 minutes later she was able to push the baby out. When she stood up, the baby fell to the floor, the umbilical cord broke, and the baby's head hit the floor. She said the baby never cried or moved, and her face was purple. She refused to admit stabbing the baby. She claimed she only used the scissors to cut the umbilical cord. She just rolled the infant into a towel, face down, and went to take a shower. She said she thought the baby might be okay if she gave her some time. She said she planned to come back and check on her later. She was asked during the interview if she ever attempted to pick the baby up. She responded that she couldn't bring herself to pick up the baby. She was asked if the scissors were ever near the baby, and she said no. That there's no way the scissors could have cut the baby. She claimed the baby was not moving, and purple when she came out. When directly asked if she stabbed her baby, she said she didn't do it. When pressed more, she said, "I couldn't have done that to the baby. I was bleeding. I cut the umbilical cord on me, and didn't touch the one on her, that's all I used the scissors for." She continued to say she couldn't be a mom, and couldn't tell her mom that she was pregnant. She went on to say she didn't ask her mother for help because the baby wasn't breathing and she was scared. She was asked if the baby wasn't moving, then why would you take the scissors and do this? Was that going to help the situation? She responded with no, I don't know, she wasn't moving, I didn't think she was alive. When asked how many times she stabbed the baby, Cepeda's mother stopped the interview and requested an attorney. When police interviewed Cepeda's mother, she told them when they went to Estes Park the day before, her daughter was having what she thought was bad menstrual cramps, and didn't feel well. She said her daughter had gained some weight, but her daughter's weight always went up and down, so it wasn't abnormal. She didn't think much of her daughter being sick because she just got over COVID. An autopsy was performed on June 9 in 2022 by Dr. Michael Burson at the Weld County Coroner's Office in Greeley, Colorado. The autopsy report revealed numerous puncture wounds to the chest, abdomen, and rib cage area. When the baby's body was opened, it was determined that the wounds extended beyond the sternum, and making contact with the liver, heart and lungs. The autopsy revealed that the baby was born alive and died from multiple sharp force injuries, and the manner of death was homicide. Due to the findings in the autopsy report, first-degree murder charges were brought against Leiyla Cepeda. A warrant was issued, and she was later arrested after the hospital discharged her. Since Cepeda turned 18 just a few days after the alleged crime, she is being charged as an adult. Cepeda claims that she never knew she was pregnant. However, after the arrest, she admitted to her sister that she knew she was pregnant. The nurse who treated Cepeda after the birth stated that Cepeda told her she stopped taking her thyroid medication when she found out she was pregnant. Leiyla Cepeda's trial date has not been set yet. She is being held at the Weld County Jail. When a parent kills their child, it's known as filicide. Neonaticide is a form of filicide, but it's defined as a parent murdering their own child within the first 24 hours of the baby's life. According to studies, women who commit neonaticide are usually very young, single, uneducated, and have limited or no access to health care. The study found that women who commit neonaticide found it very difficult to accept the reality that they were pregnant. These women were interviewed, and the majority described the experience as being disconnected from the physical and emotional changes occurring to their bodies. These women also reported the feeling of being isolated. They not only denied it to others, but to themselves as well. These women were not ready to be mothers. Some women who engage in the act of neonaticide killed their baby with full premeditation, while the majority did not. With most, it was a spur-of-the-moment decision to hide a crying baby, or to get rid of what they deemed as the problem. Many have a dissociative response, followed by either partial or total amnesia, according to Spinelli's study of neonaticidal women. A major factor in most of the women was a lack of self-compassion, and a strong feeling of self-hate. Almost all women interviewed felt regret for not asking for help. A few of the women felt no regret and described their baby as it, or that thing. When a teenage girl finds out she's pregnant but keeps it hidden, she becomes delusional in thinking the problem will just go away on its own. She procrastinates until the day of birth, then she's left to go through one of the most mentally and physically draining experiences she will ever face alone. This is what happened to 17-year-old Shanta Clark. She secretly gave birth to a premature baby boy and kept him hidden in her closet. She would feed him before school and after school each day until her mother found the infant hidden in her closet. The premature baby's cries were too weak for anyone to hear. The teen was charged with neglect, but she was later reunited with the infant. Mothers need to be more aware of their teen daughters. Always make your daughter feel she can tell you anything, and that even if mistakes are made, it's not the end of the world. Signs that your teenage daughter may be pregnant. Fluctuation in weight. Wearing baggy clothing. Changes in appetite. Frequent vomiting. Isolation. Changes in sleep patterns. Complaints of dizziness. Not needing sanitary products for menstruation. Leiyla Cepeda kept her pregnancy hidden from her friends and family. On the night of giving birth, she spent the night in the bathroom in labor, then murdered her baby as she took her first breaths. This precious life died on a cold bathroom floor at the hands of her own mother. This baby girl deserved so much more. She never got the chance to be held, or play with her first toy. We as a society need to pay more attention to our children. We need to get out of our cell phones and start being parents again. A mother should be able to tell if her daughter is pregnant. Although Leyla is fully responsible for the death of her baby, her mother dropped the ball. Even if she didn't notice her pregnancy, she should have realized something wasn't right the night of the birth. She could have saved that baby. May this precious baby girl rest in peace. That concludes this episode. Keep your eye out for the next volume, coming soon. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.
Want to help support the channel you love, and get something in return? Simply purchase some Elizabeth's Chronicles merch. We have coffee mugs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, cozy blankets, beach towels, phone covers and more. Use the coupon code EC10OFF4U and get 10% off your order. The link to order is in the description area below this video. Thanks for helping Elizabeth's Chronicles continue to make the videos you love.